Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi, as well as our online audience tuning in thanks to iHeartRadio, our friends at Spotify, as well as Amazon Music Podcasts. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Our next guest you guys have gotten to know online as DP. If you're following him on Instagram, you know him as I Am the Real DP. We're going to talk to him not only about what it's been like for him to build a brand based on healthy living and his lifestyle, as well as what it's been like for him to share his love of life as well. He's been an individual who's been a part of great brands. We'll talk to him about that. He's had some great partnerships, as well as shown all of us, I think, what's possible if we're willing to do the work. DP, thank you so much for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to be on here.
Hey, man, glad to have you. So I want to start off by talking about this year. I mean, 2020 has definitely been a year that's had challenges for many people, but you've been able to adjust, and we're going to get more into how you've been able to use virtual events as well. But what has it been like for you to see, DP, what you've been able to do this year?
So, I mean, with the whole pandemic, it's actually been a great year for me because what it's allowed is me to actually showcase now to a broader audience. You know, the pandemic is causing people to now have a lot of eyes on social media, internet, and because they're at home, and what I offer are home programs or internet-based programs, it's given me the opportunity to just showcase what I do on a way bigger scale.
Right. And what you've been able to do, I mean, what I love about it, and again, for those who are not following you on Instagram, they can find you at I Am the Real DP. You've been able to bring the whole family into this. Has that always been part of your mission, DP, to show people that no matter who they are in the family, that they can be able to take care of themselves and have fun doing it?
Absolutely. I mean, health and wellness is for everybody. There's no gender. There's no age group. You know, what I sell is for everybody to use. It's something that, you know, your mother, my mother, uncle, aunt, brother, sister, niece, nephew, cousin, kids, everybody benefits from a healthier lifestyle. So being able to now showcase that and speak information and knowledge to people that, you know, can receive it, you know, it's definitely something that a lot of people are getting connected to. And then health is just the new fad. It's new ways and things that people are taking their health a lot more serious. You know, you can even go to McDonald's and they have calories on the menu. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are just more health conscious, and it's just a great opportunity for me to have.
Well, to that point, to stay with that for a moment, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why so many people follow you, DP. It's because to them it's not just, oh, I got to go work out. You kind of bring them in. You make it something that's been engaging. So I want to talk about the business aspect before we go any further with this, because, I mean, it's one thing to enjoy working out yourself. It's one thing to be able to enjoy eating healthy, you know, and looking your best. But when did you realize you could make a business out of it?
I think the biggest thing for me when it became a business, when I started to see a lot of people were gravitating to the fact that they can level up in life. When, you know, it was something that I actually started to do because I lost my job. And it turned into, okay, well, let me take this a little bit more serious because there's actually a benefit here. You can actually make a career here. And I think the biggest thing for me is I don't come from a trainer's standpoint. I come from side-by-side standpoint. I'm coming from somebody that's no different than you. I struggle with the same things that everybody else struggles with, and I talk about these things. I show these things. I practice these things. And I think the biggest thing for me, which has made the business blossom, is I've made it fun. And I feel like if you're having fun working out, if you're having fun being healthy, then it's no longer looked at or you have a scare or you're terrified to be healthy anymore because it's fun. And once you start getting the results, it starts becoming addictive. So
right.
those are things that I think really helped myself and really made it easy for me to turn this into a business.
And definitely, you've been able to bring people from all over the world, to the table. Two things I want to talk to you about to that point then, DP. One is, of course, seeing the results. I noticed one post that you'd made about the heat challenge, and you were able to show a before and after video of one of the participants. What is that like for you to see people not only watching, but also doing the work, participating and seeing the results?
It's a fulfilling experience because it's something that I created from scratch. And to see people actually utilize the tools that I give them, to see people actually flourish in their results. And I'm a firm believer that everybody is great. It's just you have to figure out what it is that's going to spark that fire under you to get you going and believing in yourself. And once people really start to see the results, they become addictive, and it's just an irreplaceable feeling. This past challenge, I was able to actually pay one of the winners in person, and just seeing the interaction on the Facebook group, the things that they were doing. And then having the conversation to find out because everybody comes from the past. Something happened for them to get to the point that they were before the challenge. And just hearing that and seeing, the demeanor that they have after they've completed the challenge, the confidence that they have after they complete the challenge, it's just fulfilling to me. And that's what makes it all worth it.
I think that's what people are definitely gravitating to. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome DP to our program today. If you guys are following him on Instagram, he is I Am The Real DP. We're going to remind you of that as well as how you can stay connected with the different challenges that he's doing. I want to talk about mindset for a moment because this time of year, I think we've kind of forgotten DP because so much has happened in 2020. Normally this time of year, people are setting goals for 2021. But you had made a post, and the cover of the post says, I didn't change, the things that mattered to me did, and my actions follow. And it was a great video there, really inspiring people about mindset. Is that one of the big things you tell not only your clients, but those who want to be able to do what you do, the importance of getting their mind right first?
Absolutely. I think it starts there, and I'm a full believer if you think you can achieve it and believe it, it will happen. And once you start, people hear this all the time, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right as well. And I'm always telling people, you have to, and one of my main quotes is just give me 1%. Give me 1% of your trust, I'll earn the other 99%. And what I mean by that is 1% of your trust is signing up for the program, doing the things that I ask you to do within the program. Because during that time, I'm going to talk through mindset, the things that need to be in place in order for you to be successful. And I'll give you an example. I travel a lot. I travel probably 2 or 3 times a month, 3 or 4 days a week. And one of the things a lot of people are saying or have concerns about is, well, when I'm on the road or traveling, what do I eat? How do I eat? I can't cook anything. I say, well, the best thing for you to do is stay prepared. And one of the things I always preach to my audience is the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And what I mean by that is if you pack your meals with you, then you have no reason to detour. If you pack your meals with you, you have no reason to fail. So staying prepared means doing all the things that are necessary to put you in the best possible position to be successful. And this is just a mindset. So you always have to stay ahead of the things that you're trying to accomplish. And once people, again, start seeing these things flourish, that mindset starts changing.
I think another important thing here, DP, we have to talk about is association, right? We all have heard that saying, we are the company that we keep. We had Malik on the program recently, as she, of course, was singing your praises and others of individuals that she's been able to meet on her journey and collab with. How important has that been for you to surround yourself with like-minded individuals? I guess it also goes back to mindset there, and making sure that you are around people who are building you up and challenging you instead of telling you what you can't do and bringing you down.
I think it's very important because at the end of the day, the whole goal is to win. And it's not a benefit if one person wins, But if everybody wins, everybody's happy. And if everybody's on the same page, then, everything flourishes. And I'm at a point now within my business that I feel like I have a lot of Michael Jordans, just a lot of Michael Jordans in the perspective area. Michael Jordan cameramen, Michael Jordan marketers, Michael Jordan ad people, Michael Jordan manager. I mean, everybody just excels on a very high level, and it makes business just that much better because everybody's trying to do the best that they can possibly do to elevate the company. And when you have that type of crew around you, it only ignites something up under you to make you try to perform at your absolute best.
One last thing I want to talk to you about, DP, and appreciate the time, is I think, about cutting out excuses. And it's another thing that people always talk about, that, what they want to do versus what they do. You talked about the travel. It reminded me of a video that you have actually on your Instagram page where I think you're on the road, you're checking into a hotel, and still you're able to get your workout in. How important is it for you to share with other people and really to live by example, as you do in that video, the importance of making this a way of life, not just a way to reach a certain number on a scale, but really to make this a life change?
It's very important, and I'm glad that you actually noticed that, because one of the things that I pride myself on with this company is leading by example. And I tell people, I can show you better than I can tell you anything that I'm saying. And if it's going to be something that you want to create a lifestyle out of, then it has to be no different than waking up in the morning, putting on your underwear, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast. This has to be a part of your daily routine. If it's not, then you should feel like your day is thrown off. And once it becomes part of your daily routine, it just becomes a great habit or a good habit that you've picked up on. So, like I said, exercising that mindset, constantly talking to my audience and my Heat family about, exercising their brain muscles, because we can still exercise our body muscles for those to grow, but we also have to exercise our brain muscles, which is that mindset, so it grows, so we can continue flourishing forward in life.
There you go. And you're hearing it from someone who definitely knows firsthand. Again, everyone, DP has been our guest. You guys can find him on Instagram at IamTheRealDP. DP, how can our audience stay connected with you outside of Instagram, and also keep up with the work that you're doing, like the Heat Challenge?
So I'm on Instagram, like I said, I am the real DP. My company name is Heat Extreme, HEAXTREME. Heat Challenge on Instagram. I have a TikTok, I am the real DP, which is actually real big right now. TikTok will show you a different side of me. It will show you the funny side of me that a lot of people will kind of gravitate to. And am I missing anything? Heat Performance, my supplement line. And those are all the tags that you can find me on social media.
All right, man. Well, keep up the great work. Glad to have a chance. Go ahead.
Facebook as well.
All right. Well, man, really appreciate the time. Keep up the great work. Keep on inspiring, and looking forward to our next conversation together, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, same here. And we definitely want to thank our mutual friend, Zach Tepperman, for setting up this chat with us for today, and thank all of you, our audience, for tuning in, both on the radio side and online, to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.